What the? So I'm not in any way live right now. Why? Don't know. Don't know why I'm not live right now. I just know that I'm not. Excellent connection, huh? Is that true? Could that be true? This website pisses me off so bad. I don't even know if I'm live right now. It just won't tell me. I would like to be. Okay, I do appear to be live. God, this is the worst website in the world. So I might be about to die. I'm just gonna go and see if I die. Who hates me the most right now? I think the Tharkans hate me a lot, and I also think they're capable of killing me. The Mao are probably not. Heru... I need the Herus to like me, but I also... Here's the thing. Lukamir, all my enemies are with Lukamir, who has got mainly Merkin support. So maybe they're dangerous. And then the Heru, and then the Mao. Honestly, I have one of you and the other is not gonna vote, and there's only 3 of you, and 2 of them you are voting for me. I don't need to welcome you. Oh cool, I have just enough etiquette to not fail immediately. I would like to thank everyone throughout the Empire, our communities, friends, and neighbors, for coming together to celebrate this jubilee. We're in a time of transition and we all share sorrows, but we still have much to be thankful for. We do not forget the past, but we maintain our sense of hope and optimism for the future. We did okay at Rhetoric. We all come from different backgrounds, but this is an event that brings us all together. Please everyone, step forward and enjoy. The music swells and guests begin to circulate. Everything is going smoothly. Okay, so... At one point, a military drill squad in crisp dress uniforms demonstrates a sequence of synchronized rifle tossing and spinning, demonstrating their precision and skill. Ooh, we did it! We got dart guns! That woman's hand grip is out of position for this routine. She's not holding it correctly. She's... stuck. Oh. We needed the reflexes a little more than we needed the darts. It's really fucked up that I saw it coming. That's what I managed to accomplish. I got to see it coming. Well, Zorana did not live to claim the imperial throne. The future of the Celestial Empire remains unwritten. But it doesn't have to end this way. Train different skills, make different choices, and Zorana's star might rise again. Alright. So greeting the Tharkans first was not good enough. What if I try greeting the Merkins first? And then Tharkans, and then Heru. No, okay. Once I did manage to survive that just by greeting them in a different order. So I do know that it is based on... It may be that there is a specific person, maybe one of the Tharkans, who is specifically assassinating you. Oberod is military. Are there any other Tharkans? I'm gonna switch over to my spreadsheet real quick. Let me get in there. That is not the right button. There we go. So for the Tharkans, here are our options. Rate, who loves us. Ozara, who dislikes us, but I don't think to the extent of assassinating us. I don't think so. We've got Lorcus, who I don't remember if we've met, but I also don't think if she was going to assassinate us, I don't think it would be military. Aletko, maybe. Aletko never likes me. Aletko is... It's... but it's so consistent. Like, I see that event so often. I'm leaning Oberod. If, who else is military? I didn't write down their military skill because you can't get a military advisor. But there are some that are definitely more military coded than others. Milan, Radamil. Radamil dislikes us. Ooh. What if we... I don't think it's a Heru because... I believe the one time I managed to avoid that death, it was by favoring the Tharkans. But let's try real quick and see if going for the Herus... Oh. We don't get a third chance. That's fair, you know? I wouldn't give me a third chance either. There was no way I was getting out of that. But yeah. My gut says it's Oberod. But I don't know how to impress Oberod. I might... Ooh, this is a tough one. Because... Now I do have time for... I do have time to start another run, but I also have no data for some reason right now. Like, it's straight up telling me that I am not connected at all. So I have a feeling that if I start another run, it will not go. I don't know why it does this to me. I'm connected, I have full signal, and it's just saying, nah, we don't want you here, though, is the thing. But I really want... I just don't know what I could be doing differently, is the thing. Because I have signal. Like, I do. I can see it. It's not great, but it's enough to stream. So why are you telling me no data? No data at all? That's crazy. How about here? Is this anything? Is this anything? This is nothing. It's nothing is what it is. You tell me I'm connected. You tell me no data. Stream status poor. Yeah, I guess today's just not a good day for it. We finished the run at least. I mean, we didn't win. I could load my save again. That is an option. Do I want to do that? Not really. I kind of want to start a new run if I do. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to... off stream, I am going to... Well, first I'm going to... Right now, I'm going to make a new sheet for quests. I am going to copy all of these I am also going to insert, what is his name? Yaku? It's Yaku. I don't even need to test that. He can go on the right. And you're not part of Drog, but you're usually over there when I find you, so you can go there. And I'm just gonna... That's what we're gonna do. Because I have... And I'll have to figure out a way to indicate choices. Maybe I'll give you multiple lines if you have a multiple. Because that's the thing, is, for Ozara, I believe it's a matter of, yeah, some of these choices showed up together. So, like, rhetoric and drama showed up at the same time as media, which leads me to think that intrigue and history, galactic, engineer, military. Which leads me to think that those are alternative options. So maybe I don't have 100 intrigue on this particular run, but I had a historian. So maybe there's 2 ways to pass those particular tests. So I can write them as if they were... I could write... No, because I think there's going to be other choices like that. What I will do right now, though, is just practice intrigue, experts, or history practiced, galactic practiced as well, and practiced engineer. Really? Was that it? Did engineer pop up with military? I don't remember what order some of these were. I'll have to review the footage. I should have made a note of which ones appear together. In the future, I will do that. But military, graduate, and then bureaucracy practiced, which I don't think I really need. Now, skill checks themselves will be big. What am I gonna call you? Just gonna size these right. Actually, no, I think the default is fine. I think I'm actually going to set you back to 100 because I do want these to be consistent. These ones are just gonna have a single letter, so they are actually going to be the smallest width. Save a little more screen space. Can I see you all on screen? I can. That rules. Now, these ones, how are we going to indicate that they're linked? Because if I do it with just a border, no, not that kind of border, this kind of border. Actually, I think that can work. It might be a problem if we're doing like, I think I'll be able to tell. Intrigue and history, I know we're linked. So those get that. Then I want a left arrow here to indicate, no, that's not going to indicate anything to me. I won't know what that means. And I should come up with a color key for the skill levels. Let me just set that to 20 as well, just in case. I will set these to 20 as well. The names I don't think the names I don't care about. I'll be able to tell who's who. This is just so that I can check what I'm gonna need. Now I know. And I think I passed her quest, but I didn't excel. I believe I would need to get whatever the next highest rank up from qualified is. I'm sure ranking as qualified improved her opinion of me a little, but it definitely wasn't enough to get her vote. Now, do I have, while I'm here, I don't know. I took notes on Yakau's. I don't know if I took good notes. Let me write down what I have. Piloting level student, layout and engineer, / sleight of hand. I don't understand my notes. I'm gonna have to try him again and find out. I know basically what stats I need for him, but I'm not gonna put it in the chart unless I know that this is right, because if I put them in wrong, I indicated choices in a weird way in my written notes, and I don't love that. Let me, while I'm here, see if I have any other quests written down. Probably not. I started taking paper notes originally. I also should at some point write down the things that kill me. I can do that real quick. Provost. No, I think I only wrote some of his notes. It's that I need body control, pressure points. Okay, I will go over it off stream, figure out what I have and what I don't have. I am going to put another tab on here for assassinations. First section is going to be main story, and then there's also mood assassinations that can happen. Turn. Oh, I can't roll back, that's right. Damn. It was the first one was dart guns, obviously, and then it was reflexes and... I'll write down what I do know. Turn 28. And I needed dart guns to recognize it. And I don't think that's the only thing. I think there are other ways to recognize it. What did I have? Was it student? I got 50. Don't remember. I will leave the... level off because I don't remember it and I don't want to write down incorrect information. Now there are two ways to avoid it once I've noticed it. And I do believe there's something like, there's a visual arts way to recognize it, there's a, probably dramatic, I don't remember. But the only one that popped up for me was dart guns because that's the one I had. Now, that's all I have. That's not very much. But what I will do is... for this one, it's turn, and then down here... when I start getting mood assassinations, I'll put those in here as well. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Are we streaming at all? Have I just been talking to myself? I'm apparently streaming. It says that my stream is in very poor health. But I appear to be fine. Alright, I'm gonna come up with a color code off screen. I'm gonna put in the information that I have in here. It's not much right now. I do believe, when the first few runs of the game, I only got assassinations on mood activities. But I believe there was an update to make it harder, because in Long Live the Queen, just finishing the game was an endeavor. So I believe they added in more assassination attempts in the main story, which would be these ones. This one I do think was already in there. There's also an assassination at the end of the game if you are not winning the election. There's no skill check. That's just a bad ending. You just die. I was hoping to get there. I did get that again. That has been updated to have some nice little dialogue flavor text that is fascinating to me. So I was hoping to get there and discuss what that might mean, but I didn't. I died here instead. And I think, I wish I knew, because I do think this is something to do with Tharkin approval. Because the one time I managed to avoid it was when I switched to greet the Tharkins first. But that clearly wasn't enough this time. So there must be something else. I need to find out who hates me to make that happen. And maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe the next run I'll go all in on the military guys. Get Oberod, I'll get Yaku to listen to me. For sure I will. I don't know why he hates me. Don't know. I don't know why Yaku hates me. I gotta find that out, because he's really important for all these military dudes. Oberod. To get Oberod's approval, I need to have already been training my military skills. What's the best course of action? I cannot get... There's just no way, because by the time I met up with Yaku, he would have already switched to vote for Lukamir. Milan. Oberod. That's the other thing. Milan has a really interesting sounding quest that I really want to do, but he goes for Lukamir so fast. Like, they are on each other's ass. So how do I... Oberod has always just been a lost cause for me. I've never even tried. Kadar, I also want to find out more about. She seems like she might have a good reason to hate me every time I meet her. Chapadoc is interesting. Sometimes she hates... She definitely is... Because she's like more of a friendly character that's still actively hostile every time, which is really interesting to me. But also, she's allies with... She's Kravos' only ally, which is really funny to me, and I want to find out what that's about. I think what I'm going to do next run is... I want to go all in on the military dudes. I want to get Milan. I want to get fucking, I want to get Oberod. I think if I beeline for Milan, Zolot is always the first person to vote for Lukamir, and then it's Milan. He gets Zolot, and then he gets Milan. I don't care about Zolot's quest. It's easy, so I should do it at some point. But because it's easy, I'm not in a rush. I want to go for Milan. I believe I'm going to have to train specifically for. But I have never gotten his quest because he always goes instantly hostile. So I want to find out a few things. I should also be checking their... I've got their quests, but I'm also going to need to know the stat checks I need when I first meet them. I should be writing those down as well. That's a more general thing, which I can get anytime because you can always meet them for the first time. But if I know what stats I need, and I ace their meeting, and then they still hate me, then I'll know more generally what the reason could be. Because if I don't have any allies, then it can't be because of who I've recruited. So Milan hating me, Oberod hating me, I always meet them fairly early, and I think it is just that they are all in cahoots with Lucamir. Like Milan Zolot, I know for sure. Oberod is, I think, his only starting ally. Like when I went in on a fresh save and made a beeline for him specifically, it was just Oberod and Aletko. Aletko's really interesting. I don't think Aletko is in cahoots with anybody. I think Aletko is just a guy who's kind of an asshole. I want to get all in on him at some point too. But Oberod, I think, is maybe the guy who keeps having somebody shoot me. So, I maybe want to focus on him. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a beeline for Milan because he is... If you don't get him immediately, you're not getting him ever. Still gonna need a baseline, empathy, and etiquette for everybody. I think I still do that my first couple rounds. And then his quest, the one time I was able to have a conversation with him, he said something about needing to beat him in a manly competition, like drinking, fishing, wrestling, maybe that was somebody else. I don't know what stats fishing is. I would assume hunting. Fishing is like hunting, right? Because there is no fishing stats. I really want to do Milan's quest. So I want to figure out a way to do that. I want to steal all Lucamir's allies from him. I want to get the military dudes. Radamil. He's easy to get to vote for you, but I'm curious if he has a quest. He probably does. Really funny if it turns out that his quest is like, hey, surf with me. Milan and Radamil seem to be the same type of dude, but Radamil seems more scheming. Like, he doesn't look like it, but I feel like there's something there. Whereas Milan, I think, is literally just a guy. He's just a dude. I love the characters that are just a guy. Milan and Tula Trust, incredibly funny, which leads credence to my just a guy theory, because Tula Trust is, I don't even know how he got this job. He's literally just here to have a good time. So that's funny. Milan could be really cool if he didn't hate me immediately every run. Are we excellent connection? That sounds like a lie. No, it's already been... I can get it started though, right? I can get it started. And then I'll make a save. And then if I disconnect again immediately, I'll just load the save next time. I'm going to start a new game. And we're going to see if we can get Milan. Milan and Oberod. I want them both, but I'll go for just Milan if I have to. Let's see if we can do it. You with me, chat? Let's jump in. The The hawk, I think, sets me to bold. Oh, at some point I should just make a chart that I can... Because it's easy enough to just look at the skills, but it's kind of annoying having to search through them. I'm going hawk because that's going to give me all of the military mood sets. I'm just going to skip through the intro because we've seen it. I'm going to... I don't think I know enough about the internal workings of the game to figure out what these initial choices do. So I'm just gonna keep consistent for now. So I'm gonna make the announcement. Do I want... You know, I don't think I want to deal with, what is her name? I don't think I want to deal with the Prince Zircomi plotline right now. I think what I want to do, well, first of all, while I have it, I need the reflexes. Fishing could be reflexes. Fishing, I would say hunting more likely. Animal habits. Oh. Maybe. Wrestling, I think he wants an arm wrestling. So I'm gonna want to get to bold. Excited and bold. And strength probably also would be useful. Oh, and I might need endurance at some point. Because I think he wanted a drinking contest. But because I think the Merkin quest lines don't require super high levels. Because you're expected to go there right away. I think they're meant to be a little easier. And if I can figure out all this stuff, I can figure out what the best order to do these things are. Not that I think there's like a correct way to do these things, because I think you're meant to play it however feels natural. But if I know which the best order to go in is, it would make it easier to just kind of automate the more basic stuff so you could focus your time on other areas. So I'm gonna do reflexes first, because I know I need those, and I think I might need strength as well. Determined, excited, bold. Can I get to... Ooh, excited from Daredevil, not from bold. I can get to determined, so I can get back to condition. Damn, okay, we'll get there. I'm gonna do reflexes first, that's really important. I am now cautious. What is my hawk's name? My silver hawk is named Blastoise. It's not going to be me this time. This is my bird, Blastoise. And I don't want to be cautious right now. I want to be bold. And I would love to be excited right now. What is Daredevil going to get me? Determined. I can do determined. Okay. This is where we are. Now, I don't know for sure. Determined and excited. I really want to get to excited. What is Daredevil gonna get me, first off? Daredevil gets me combat. And environment. Interesting. Terrain might be important if I fall into the fishing ponds. Yeah, I'll get to excited eventually. So I'm gonna do endurance first. my father's concubines are gone. We have to kill that guy. You know, it's unlikely. I'm not gonna get Eve, for sure. But I do want to keep trying. And then I'm determined now. If I don't do anything, I'm gonna get back to bold. There we go. And I'm obviously gonna go right over to... Oh, I didn't build up my endurance or empathy. Do you have a problem? Mazarin is missing, that's right. Maybe he's looking for the Emperor. Hunt him down. Can I can get student level, right? Basic level, not student. I don't want to have 0 etiquette and empathy. I think that's bad. Messages from my brother who is missing from me. I'm gonna be nice to this child. Oh, I can't tell how he feels about me. Lucamere is here. He hates my ass. Ixil. Milan, here we go. What are your skill checks, Milan? I'm gonna be early in my book. Milan is sober, which is crazy for him. Oh. I didn't get any skill checks for Milan, actually. He doesn't care. Okay. Devil. I'm gonna stay put. Somebody is calling me. It is my good friends. I don't want to change my mood. Please come visit me, though. Daredevil, yes. What am I doing with Daredevil? Survival, scouting, and terrain. I might want scouting for something. I don't think I will need combat eventually. My friends are here. Milan, my good friend. Your father was the wickedest bastard ever born. He kissed death and shat lightning. He'd eat a newborn's heart raw to savor the taste. Fuck yeah. This dude is drunk, and my dad has for sure never eaten a baby's heart that I know of. I didn't mean to skip through that. You want my vote? You gotta earn it. You have to challenge me. A duel? Pussyfooting around poking for points? A real challenge. A man's challenge. I am a 15-year-old girl in this game. Strength to strength. Best me at my strength. Surprise me. Show me you're worthy of your father's throne. Alright, hell yeah, let's do it. Wrestling, fishing, singing, drinking. Singing. Fuck. Okay. I don't have singing skills. Wrestling, fishing, singing, drinking. Okay. Drinking endurance. Got it. Wrestling. No, I thought it was arm wrestling. It's just baseline wrestling. Easy. I have a skill for that. Fishing, I don't know. Singing is going to be music, but I don't think he's going to be a good singer. He punctuates the list by swigging from a nearby bottle. Hell yeah. I am down for this. A manly challenge. I forgot about the singing. That's a weird one. I am really interested in that. I'm gonna go right now. Yeah? She's said to make the weak quiver from the fumes. She's said to make the weak quiver from the fumes alone. Am I old enough to drink? The loser will be whoever first becomes violently ill, passes out, or just gives up. So yeah, endurance, I'm sure. Oh, science and sleight of hand. Sleight of hand was basic. Okay. Hell yeah, hell yeah. What was... Oh, I bet that was... something like taking an antidote or taking a medicine that would, like, making preparations in advance, doing something that makes me less likely to get drunk, maybe? You travel down to the planet's surface to meet with Milan, who has already set up court at a table for you. Rows of small glasses. It's incredibly funny to me that this grown-ass man is like, yeah, this little girl wants to become the president. What am I gonna do? Take her to the bar, obviously. Rows of small glasses with rounded bottoms and narrow necks are lined up to be an easy reach for both of you. The glasses are empty, but as soon as you sit down, a waiter with a bottle comes over to begin pouring, ensuring that both of you are served from the same supply. The strong smell of aniseed and yeast hits you, making your eyes start to water. Lift them up and drink them down. He gestures to you to go first. Steeling yourself, you maintain eye contact with Milan as you lift your first glass and sip. Glasses aren't designed to be drained in one go, but in a drinking contest, there's no chance to savor the beverage slowly. A few sips and the liquid is gone. You lick your lips and try to look like you do this every day. Again, 15-year-old. Unfortunately, he probably does. Again, alcoholic. This is the most I've ever seen Milan in any run. To your health, takes the next drink. Sweeter than mother's milk. This guy fucking rules. Practiced. So that would be 50 I would need. 30 is not enough. I think I'd better go. Home to bed for you. Who wants her drinks? You make your escape while the onlookers cheer. Hell yeah. I failed that real bad. Can I keep going? What do I think? I want to see what fishing does. You will each have 7 hours to catch the greatest total weight of fish. You must catch your fish yourself and provide your own equipment. Allure, Jesus Christ. Allure, invention, stealth, and hunting. Those all basic. Student allure, student hunting. Jesus, they go so fast. Invention. Stealth. Yeah, these are all low-level skill checks, though. Hunting is the one I would expect. And I haven't done... I have 10 hunting, which came with my bird. Several hypothetically pleasant hours by a lakeside, catching very few fish and accomplishing nothing. But Milan enjoyed himself. Need to get a lot better at fishing. Let's play paddleball. Stay put. I'm not going anywhere. Fuck that. I want to hang out with Yaka, just do your job. I'll meet you when I meet you. Wrestling. Let me get in there. So I failed the first check for all of those things. So I didn't even really do much of anything. Student level hunting. Ooh, but inventing and stealth. I love that there's a few ways to do it, but I'm gonna go for wrestling. I'm sure I don't have the strength for it, but I have some wrestling. Milan invites you to meet him at his regular palestra on Kedro for a wrestling match. You will be bound by the official rules of the sport and judged by his regular trainers. No dirty tricks or groin shots allowed. Science students. There's a couple of these I could do with science. He knows the judges personally, and that might give him an advantage. We're live at the palestra. I love all the art. We're going to so many places with Milan. Wrestling matches are held in the large outdoor courtyard surrounded by columns, but first opponents must wash their bodies and change into skin-tight costumes. Hair must be carefully tied up. Do we get to see him in a new outfit? Milan looks comfortable and relaxed. He does this all the time. Wrestling practiced. Incredibly funny that we're spending so much time on this man who is clearly, like, very funny. And then singing, I don't have any skills in. What would I need for negative or an indulgent? I don't know that I'm likely to get there. But let's try... What can we do now? We are excited. I don't want to go to social. So I would go to Daredevil, most likely. So let me talk to the bird real quick, just because there's no reason for me to stay excited. And then let's quickly investigate your background. He was a golden child with a secure family fortune. He was a good but not exceptional student, with much of his attention devoted to music and athletics. The music really stands out to me. I'm really interested in that. Is he going to take me to karaoke? Like, all of his other interests are very traditional, like, dude, I'm the drunk wrestling dude, I love to fish. And also singing. I love that. I mean, I guess that might just imply that music is a masculine interest in this world. But I find it fascinating. I want to know... He performed in an operatic ensemble. Okay. He was critically injured in a sporting accident and spent several seasons in rehab before he could walk. His fortune went. His father had a nervous breakdown, and his mother cut him off. And so he became an alcoholic. That's fair. He married a rich elderly widow and began campaigning for his own advancement. He was not a hereditary elector, but won the popular support. Okay, interesting. From shattered dreams, he rebuilt himself into success, but he is still drunk and unhappy. He's got no children, but his wife had a daughter, Terly, who is pretty much the same age as him, and they might be having an affair. Weird. His wife just died. Oh, Milan is now available, so I could, probably say no. What if I... would be really funny if the other way to get Milan is just to propose. Like, Zolot, I think, has an easy quest, but is not available, because he is happily, cheating on several people. Now, what do I want to focus on? Daredevil or Determined? Daredevil or Determined? Can't do that. I did scouting, but there's no reason for me to. Invention. I could do basic level invention. Science also is an interesting one. How much science would I need? Student level science. I'm curious about that. Allure is a really funny. We can do allure instead of fish. Really funny. Body control is determined. Yeah, let's just go, let's try again to drink. We're gonna gonna stay right where we are. What is this? This is the Tharkins. Now, what if I negotiate? Never done that before. That will get me to 45, and we'll see if I'm gonna grab some invention. I want to test both of those out. An update on the Chook. Nice. Okay. The Chook have offered to reduce the merchant's sentence to 3 seasons in exchange for 10 cases of wine. That's fine. They're asking for a bribe. I don't know how much that is, but let's just give them the money because I kind of want the Tharkins to like me. They keep killing me, and I want to see if I can maybe fix that. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm first gonna try drinking again. Yep. Student and sleight of hand. Practiced. No. I need a little more. Practiced, I think I would probably need above. Practiced, I might need more than 50. Which is fair. Let's try fishing again. Invention. See what that does. Could you design a better hook or a better lure and get an advantage that way? Stealth and hunting. Oh, I already know those checks. I didn't catch very much. So the invention is not good enough. Invention is not enough. That was just flavor text. I still need hunting, I assume. Okay. What are we gonna do next? So he is operatic level in musical. That sucks. Maybe if I had a party with my friends, I could get music up. Alright, what are we going for next? We've done the invention check. It does nothing. What are the other little ones we could do? Because we need a lot of... Well, hunting student level. Hunting we could do. Let's go all in on domination. Excited and bold. I can't go all in. Can I get to... Oh, I can get to bold from here. Yeah. Let's explore your social network. Just real quick while we do. And that's the stuff we already knew. Tulatust, Oberod, Radamil. The just a guys and the other military dude. Not that you're military, you're just one of those guys, you know? It would be really funny to propose to him right now, but I'm not gonna do that. I want to keep going on this. We're gonna go bold. I have not met anybody else this run. Turn 6, whatever. Jubilee holiday, that's fine, we'll keep my dad's. Okay. Now, wrestling practiced. 45 endurance was not enough. I would not expect 45 wrestling to be enough. But we only need student level hunting. 10 is basic for sports. 25 is not student sports. So 30 maybe is student sports. 50 maybe is practiced. Star Admiral. Punish the drunk. Okay. What do I have now? It is in theory possible that that will be enough hunting. I wouldn't count on it, though. We've got our basic level invention. No, not enough. We do not have enough. That's fine. Maybe he'll just start liking me enough just because I keep hanging out with him. Skills. Excited and bold. If I stay bold, I'm gonna get to Daredevil. I don't need that. What is it I need? I need hunting, wrestling, endurance, and presumably music. So mostly domination, which is bold. I can switch over to... Yeah, I can go determined. It's gonna take me a few more turns to get what he needs anyway. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm not able to adopt the baby. Let's see. What I could also do is study science, because there's a couple of these that have science skips. Or sleight of hand. Where's sleight of hand? Oh, it's in stealth. Let's try this. And I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna just train a few levels. This will get me... It gets me 10. Yeah. Okay, this is what we're doing. This might get me there for one of them. I'm gonna put on the dark... Ooh, hello. I've got the Dark Champion outfit. It's my little supervillainous outfit. Domination... It's really funny. Does this make sense as an outfit for Domination? Except that Domination is sports and wrestling. So I would expect a more jock-coded outfit. Student level sports. So 30 complete students. I'm hoping 50 will complete practiced, but it might be 60. It's time for my interview. I don't have any of these things. Doesn't matter. Show me my... Okay, with the outfit, that gets me to 55 wrestling. Let's try. Aha, okay. Practice wrestling. I've got. He is happy. Oh, okay. Overpower is probably going to be strength. I don't have that. Do I? I don't have that, but I have reflexes. So let's try unarmed. Damn. What level was that? Student. Student and reflexes. Practiced or expert. And then strength, contortion, practiced. Okay. Too eager, not strong enough. Cute. Strength and wrestling practiced. So having two stats must raise the requirement because we have wrestling practiced, but we don't have strength and wrestling practiced. So it wouldn't be an average, it must be combination of two. So basically twice as much. I would need either 100 wrestling or 50-50. Brave enough, but not strong enough. There are way more stat requirements in the reflex one. But we're friendly. That was really funny. Hold on. I love that. Can I get a screenshot of that? God, I hope that's saved. That was really funny. Next round doesn't go any better. Wasting my time. I can't tell how he feels about me. But, you know, we're hanging out every day. Becoming friends, I hope. Otherwise, he hasn't stopped showing up. So I'm hoping that means, you know, that we're not making things worse. We're just not even talking to anyone else. Should we go all in and ask him to marry us after this is done? It'd be really funny. Want more wrestling for sure. Should we go more reflexes? Determined would be fine for that. And determined gives us this, which we also need. If we're going determined, we should do endurance first because we know that we need that. Yep, let's keep at it. Unarmed student. No, I would need a couple rounds for that. Stay where I am. You know it. Lucamere. Who blinked? I'm still connected, yeah? I haven't been checking in a while. I am. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna go for practiced endurance. I think I can do, yeah, because 55 put me over. I think these are at 50 skill checks. So if I do pressure points and contortion, I'll get the outfit, I'll switch outfits, and then I can go drinking with him. Yeah, I'd love to put that on. Training gear, okay. So that's a cute little karate outfit. Oh yeah, I'm being harassed. Ask my Thresher to investigate. Okay, Milan. Let's try this drinking game again. Oh, affected by mood. I'm smaller and younger than him, and he's already... Okay, I have no chance of winning unless I cheat. Interesting. So because I was cautious It didn't give me the check to see if I could cheat. It just... Oh, because I'm cautious, it doesn't let me do it. That's what I studied for. Okay. Let's talk to my bird first and then do it. That was saying that I don't have a chance, but I think I have a chance. I can do this. I can handle it. It's only liquid. I finished the first line of drinks. Okay. Expert. Where's my pencil? Yeah, so I would need a lot more endurance. How do I get this? I guess I do need to cheat, huh? Giggle. See. Oh. But I'm having a lot of fun, right? We're having fun together as friends. Are we friends? Are we, you know? Okay. That didn't work, but we know now what we need. And what we need is expert level, which is crazy to me. We're gonna have to spend all of our time with Milan, and he's probably gonna vote for the other guy before we do that. Should we make a save? Let's make a save just in case. If he ditches us for Lucamere, then we will marry him instead. We'll reload and marry him. Yeah. Next question. Zolot is gone. Zolot is out of here. Zolot is the first one to leave. Logothete of Science, I've got it. He can do it. Alright. Okay. Now how about hunting? I guess we could have tried. Level hunting. They're all like, they get you in. I really somehow thought, like, the first few checks it gave me were all, how would you do this in time? I guess I can always try, like, the point, obviously, you have so many science checks. We're supposed to cheat and poison him. But it's crazy to me how much preparation we'd need to do. Obviously, once I have this, I can start from the start. I'll know exactly what I need. I need practiced or expert level reflexes. Unarmed. Strength. We'll need. If I have 30 and 55, that's 85. That average is above 40, so maybe that would be enough for the strength and wrestling. But I don't know for sure. I'm gonna need my reflexes up eventually anyway. I know that for sure. So let's do strength for now. And I'm gonna change my outfit back to domination. And see if that gives me enough hunting. It probably doesn't. But let's give it a try. I'm gonna save again because I think this might be the turn when he betrays us. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if he likes us, he won't do it right away. Let's go fishing. Maybe I can design a better hook. Okay. Nice. Hell yeah. I got my... I blew up the fish. I'm blast fishing, bro. I drop an explosive in the water and stun all the fish in the area, and then I can scoop them. It's frowned on. But I can't fish with dynamite quietly. He'll obviously know what I've done. Oh, but I don't have the stats for it anyway. I think that rules. It would be really funny to try it and then do bad. I'm gonna click on it just to know what level I need. It also makes me a daredevil. I assemble a few bottle bombs and nets to scoop up the fish, then head down to the planetary surface to rent a boat. I want to get out into the water, away from the shore, so that I can drop my depth charge right in the center of the fish. Student level. That's not even very high. Unfortunately, somewhere between your haphazard bomb building and the transport to the surface, and then trying to prepare the fuses while riding a rocking boat, my explosives become unstable. That's really funny. I've died. That kind of rules. I did such a bad job trying to impress this guy that I blew myself up. It also makes me a daredevil, though. Let's do angling. I assemble baits, hooks, lures, and lines, and head down to the surface. Invention, expert, or student. Invention and repair. Repair was student. Environment, okay. So I don't even know if I'm somewhere where there's fish. Allure. Allure? 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 Allure works on fish? I can be alluring to the fish? The fish are gonna see how hot I am and come bite? Once everything is set up, you settle in to begin fishing. You have hours ahead of you. You need to be patient. Not too patient. Give the fish time to settle in. Don't scare them. Wait for them to fall for your tricks. But if nothing's working, don't be afraid to move around. Hunting, fishing, Grandmaster, Jesus Christ. Hunting and... Wait. Fishing isn't a skill? Fishing is not a skill. Grandmaster is 100. Grandmaster is 100. Grandmaster is 100, Milan? Grandmaster is 100, Milan. What he did was give me a challenge that I literally can't win. Is that the point? Is that the message he's telling me? Is that I physically can't win this? That's 100. So I do have to cheat. If I'm trying to challenge him straight on, I just physically can't do it. I have to cheat. What else? I did not train my strength and all that yet. That's crazy. Well, let's try singing. Milan invites you to meet him at a small club on Andro that hosts intimate concerts and poetry readings. You'll take turns performing for the night's customers, and their applause will determine our winner. Oh, I probably need alluring for this, huh? Cute. It's a little, stand-up bar. I love that. Milan has a clear advantage here. I know this because I studied him. He studied music at Scholarium and undoubtedly has more performance experience than you. Worse, if he's a regular here, they may already like him. Behold for your entertainment, Her Imperial Highness Zorana. Arts students. Okay. Love song would be allure. Wow, there are a lot of options to use allure in Milan's quests, I'm noticing. Or aggressive. I'm fascinated by how many options there are to use allure in your quest lines. Empathy practiced. I don't have that. Pick out a popular song about the heartbreak of a lover leaving for someone else. Doesn't really resonate with you. You're 15. But you hope it'll strike a chord with the audience. Musical, practiced, or students. Your voice sounds thin and weak in this empty space, and the sadness of the song echoes back at you, making you feel guilty. The applause is polite. Not great. Love song. Allure practice. Most songs are love songs, aren't they? Musical practice. Yep. And then I know I don't have this. I don't even need to write down practice. I need musical practice for all of them. Graduate, so they fucking hate that. This makes me secretive. Do I want to be secretive? I was determined. If I go secretive, I can become determined again. I don't think I want that. Or do I? I can always become determined. No, I don't want to... I want to stay determined because I can become bold if I want to. We're doing poorly. What are the skills we need next? Condition, we want to stay determined. Is that what I want to do right now? What am I trying to get to? I know all the stats and skills. Expert level. What are the levels? 75-ish? 70? Okay. Grandmaster fishing bugs me so much. What do I want to do? We're putting so much work into this one guy, and he doesn't even like us. Can I Indulgence or social? Sleight of hand. Maybe I should have gone. Well, no, because it would change. But I can become secretive. Unavailable move secretive. Fuck. Okay. Let's just go bold. Oh. Hey, let's marry this guy. Milan's wife has just died. I have to be delicate. I forgot I was wearing that, first off. Hey, so I hear your wife just died. My condolences to you and your family for your recent loss. At the time of the reception, I had not yet heard the news. No matter. Death comes for us all. Your father, my wife, one day ourselves. Who's to say what's best? You suspect he's already begun drinking for the day. How should you go about it? Well, my allure is 0. And my rhetoric is 0. I know you can't remarry until after the mourning period, and I won't be empress until I win the election. Would you be willing to pledge yourself to me? He's got a point. Take your jewel. Okay, he's kind of a nice guy, you know? He's a little crazy and a little drunk. But I kind of like him. You, listen here. None of this is worth it. Take your jewels and run. You don't want to be empress. Takes a swig from a bottle. Run or the wolves will eat you. And then he's gone. I can't tell how he feels about me. And I never will. You know? Really interesting. Okay. The run is over. Turn 11. Run is over. I could... He doesn't really add much skills. If I really needed an elector from this area to be an advisor of mine, he is one of the better bets. Vodder has 50 in a lot of skills. He has 40 in a lot. It's not awful, but the problem with getting a beginner advisor is that once you kick them, you have an enemy. I think when we kicked Ixel before, she literally immediately turned around and assassinated us. But yeah, he's off the table. I am going to go right ahead and put those stats in. So, Milan, a manly challenge. And this is probably going to be the end right now. Wrestling. How should I do this? Because these are all technically separate challenges. What's the best way to input this? Because that's a lot of stats. Yeah, I'm going to give him 4 lines. Wrestling, fishing, singing, sorry, one more. Drinking. That way I don't have to deal with... Oh. I guess I could put wrestling on the main line. So the first stats we got were science, S. It's not how you spell science, whatever. And then wrestling practiced. And then we had the choice. So leg was unarmed, S. And then reflexes practiced or expert. Expert, I assume, would give us a little better than practiced. Probably it would be practiced, you got very close, expert, you did it. Strength plus contortion. It'd be really funny if I try this again with allure and science up and it's like, oh, you didn't need to do any of that. If you flirt with him enough, he'll catch the fish for you. Which I doubt, because he seems like a good dude, but I don't think there's gonna be a skip button. Clearly the answer is that you have to cheat. But after all, I kinda don't want to cheat. I want to beat him at his own game properly. And if that means I have to get 100 skills in fishing, well then maybe if I can't do that, I don't deserve to be Empress. What am I at? That was strength and contortion. That was the last skill that I'm aware of. There might be more after. But first, real quick, I'm gonna group those. Then, the other option was just a pure strength wrestling. It wasn't even expert. And we didn't do that very good. I'll mark that just so that I'm aware it was a choice. These are not choices, this is one line. But I will remember that and just know. Should I fix this typo? Doesn't super matter. Fishing. Straight off the bat, allure, which I'm fascinated by. Allure apparently works on fish. Student level allure. Invention. Level B, which doesn't even help me much. Stealth B. S. And that just... oh. Oops. That just gives me the option to demo. Did I need hunting or did I need 2 skills? Stealth. Stealth might give me a different option. Allure might give me a different option. I will have to go in with allure and science and see what those things do before this is complete. There's so much going on in Milan's quest. All that for a guy that you can't even talk to if you don't beeline for him. Really funny. That was hunting S and then we demo. That's not how you spell that. Demolition. Student level demolition or else you die. And I'm sure there's more stats there. More skill checks. I didn't see because I died. Angler was invention. Expert or student. Very different levels there. Then repair. Student. Environment. Student. Allure again. And then the Grandmaster. Grandmaster is going to have to be GM, because we already have Graduate, which is GR. That's crazy. Demolition first. That was the first option. Didn't do it. And then these were the next option. And we might even have a third option that I don't know about yet. So that was fishing. Singing I don't know much about yet. Just a general arts student. Sad was empathy. Practiced. And then music, practiced, or student. I believe the other ones all said music practiced. And aggressive was actually music expert? No. Menace, graduate. Aggressive is more difficult, though. Should I put music practiced in for all of them? What I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna put music separate, because I think it applies to all of them. And then love is allure, practiced, menace, graduate. And it may be that there's more stats involved after I get those basic thresholds, but I don't know them yet, so for now it's just this. Drinking. Science, sleight of hand. Basic sleight of hand. Interested about. Would that be just tossing the drinks back? Making it look like you drank them without drinking them might be good. And then endurance. Practice gets you part of the way there. But you really need expert. And it might even be that after you have expert there's a grandmaster check. I wouldn't put it past him. Is there a way to execute Lukamir? Like to make him not... I can't think of a way to... I mean, maybe if you get... Maybe there's a way to get rid of Lukamir later and then come back for Milan. That would be really satisfying, actually. I don't know of a way to get rid of Lukamir. I mean, maybe he's behind the assassination attempt. But I've survived it once, and it didn't give me the option to kill Lukamir for it, so... I wonder... Maybe when he is announced... I wonder if I blackmail Lukamir before he announces his candidacy. I think that's it. I don't have choices in drinking. I am just drinking. So I think that's what we've got for Milan for now. And then to marry him, I just need allure or rhetoric. And I don't... It's crazy how much allure you need in this run. How fucking... Am I gonna become the fish whisperer and he's gonna, like, instantly propose to me, even? Milan seems like a really good dude. I have not paid any attention to him this entire game. But now that I've gotten started on that, he's just kind of a guy, you know? He's just kind of some dude. Maybe we try again for a Milan run someday. If I do want to try again. I don't have time today to continue. Unfortunately, today, Milan has denied us. We have run out of time. We have enough time to get that allure up, and we have time to train science, even without a science advisor. And also, it's only practiced science. We could, in theory, just grab who has practice level science. Nobody in Mirka. Fuck, alright. Nobody in Mirka has practiced science. Milan sure doesn't. Milan's best skills are bureaucracy, economics, history, and media, all of which are 40. I guess we could, just for the purpose of stealing Lucamir's allies, if we were gonna grab Oberod, we got Galactic and History. Galactic Relations is easy to train, and he's a little better than Xenia. So if we wanted to steal Oberod and Milan, we could do Media, which is not super important for Milan, and Galactic for Oberod, because I've done runs with my only Galactic Relations skill being Xenia, 30. And it's not that bad. So we could do that. And then Zolot's quest is really easy, so we could always just do his quest. Or we could do him Media and Milan Economics, I guess. Bureaucracy, I would not sell out that low level, I don't think. Then we'd have all of Lucamir's allies. If we get Milan, Oberod will probably like us, right? They are allies. God, Milan is just so cool. I love a love interest that just tells you to run or the wolves will eat you. He doesn't have any hard feelings. I mean, he has been actively hostile in some of my runs, but that's just because of the gameplay mechanics. I like Milan a lot. I didn't think I would. He kind of rules. He's just a drunk guy with a prosthetic arm that doesn't quite know where it's going on at sometimes. He gave us an impossible challenge. Lets us keep trying, even though it's obvious that it's not getting anywhere. We're just kind of hanging out. And then eventually he pledges himself to Lucamir, but like, he doesn't even have hard feelings about it. He's just a nice dude. But we failed. He switches off the connection. You can't tell how he feels about you. Then he pledges his vote to Lucamir. And that's the end. Turn 11. We got all the way to turn 11. You know what? I think this is doable. But it is not doable today. Alright. Is it frozen? Is the game frozen? Whatever. That's not the point. That was a fairly productive run. We died twice. We learned almost all there is to do with Milan's quest. We learned that we get to Grandmaster hunting, it turns into fishing and galactic relations, which we have in our dead run. And I didn't see anything like that. I guess once you get to like the higher Grandmaster levels, skills get a little more specific. I also think it's so fucking funny that the domination outfit is a... Oh, I did close the game. I meant to go to the title screen. Whatever. That's not the point. I think it's really interesting that it's just so funny. Like, yeah, if you're just naming and if you're just, if all you have are the category names and you're like, hey, let's make an outfit for domination. Yeah, you're gonna do wrestling, I think, with domination. Really, really funny. That's not the domination that she's training for. Gives it the energy of, oh, hey, I'm doing so good in this school subject. I'm gonna, for a celebration, send off to my tailors to make me a special outfit. And then all she did was send the name of the class, which was domination, and they didn't quite understand. Really, really, really funny. Love that. There's some outfits I still haven't seen because there's some skills I haven't done. But yeah, I'm not sure if we will keep going for Milan next time or if I'm gonna try and grab Oberod. Because Oberod presumably has a quest as well. I have just never I've never even asked. I feel like every time I get to Oberod, it's like, Oberod hates your guts. Oberod won't speak to you. Oberod wants you to die. And so I just don't talk to him, because why would I talk to him? But Oberod, in theory, might be assassinating me every run. So maybe I find out what's up with him next run. I already know what's up with Ozara. We did her skill quest. So Ozara, is Ozara the best? Hold on. Ozara's quest is basically about getting all of the knowledge up. Ozara's best is economics. And there wasn't a skill test for economics on there. So I could do... Well, that's the thing, though. If you're doing her quest, she's going to vote for you. You don't need to also have her as an advisor. So I guess I would never really need... Unless I was, like, using economics as a dump stat and bringing Krovos along. But, do you have opinions on Krovos? Krovos. She does not care. She could not be bothered. Let me check real quick. Krovos' enemies. Ixil, who is religious, I know that. Radamil and Eve. Are they religious? Radamil, not really. Okay, so in Radamil's case, he does not have a religious reason to hate Krovos. Eve might. Who else hates Krovos? That's it. So 2 religious people and Radamil hate Krovos. So people like Ozara, who has 0. Really interesting. Okay. All of the pure-blood Tharkans have 0 religion. And so do some of the some of the mixes do. Oberod and Oletko are Thero. They have 0. Ozara and Kadar are Therun. Therun is the name. Therun is the name of it. They also have 0. But Ixil is Tharkin. What did they call it? What is it called when you're Tharkin? Murthan. The Murthans, Ixil and Grosjean is low. Ixil and Grosjana. Are those my only Merkins? Not Merkin, it's Murthin. We got Ixil, we've got... I'm really interested in this. I'm totally off on a tangent right now. But I wanna check if, because there's a really interesting lore thing about that. Yeah, those are my only Murthans. And they have above 0. What I'm getting is Merca is there's a few that are very religious. Merca, very religious. Mao, they've got their blind eye priest. Oh, but the Maos are not super religious. It's just the priest. Interesting. But the Merkins care a good deal about religion, because Ethics A has so much power. Whereas for the Mao, it's more of a tradition thing. But the only mixed Tharkins who have any spirituality skill are Grajdana and Ixil, the two Murthans. Fascinating to me. But there is one pure-blooded Merkin who has 20 spirituality, and that is Sola. Sola, what are you up to? Sola does not have a relationship with Krovos. She hates Ixil, who also hates Krovos. She hates Morel, I don't know. She hates One Bite and Kadar. She's friends with Chapadoc and Eve and Jade. We gotta do a Hot Girls run. Jade, Chapadoc, Sola. They like each other, but I can't get Kadar. Ozara also doesn't like. Well, Ozara likes Jade, but not Sola. I'm off track. I was gonna see if there was a possibility Sola was part of Krovos' religion. Because the Tharkins' god is dead. The Tharkins' god has died, I believe, is what I'm supposed to take from it. They're not just a race of atheists. They had a god. Their god died, which is wild to me. So they're no longer spiritual, but they did believe in something once. Or maybe the 0 in spirituality is because the Tharkin religion is so at odds with Merca. Like maybe spirituality refers to Mercan spirituality. But I don't think so, because spirituality checks also does things like tell us about Muistis. I got a little off track there. I don't remember what I was talking about before I started talking about atheists. Ozara? I was talking about Oberod and Ozara. Because Ozara's quest is not at odds with her 75 economics skill. You could do her quest and then still make her your advisor. But there's not really a reason to, because once you do her quest, she's voting for you. And because she is the best economics advisor, why would you ever do her quest? Unless that's where I got it. That's where I was. Unless you have Krovos as your advisor, your spiritual advisor, and then give him perhaps economics as a cover, then you can't get an economics advisor. So Ozara can just check all your other skills. Military, galactic, history, bureaucracy, media, she checks them all. Except, like, she doesn't check economics, obviously. Did she check history? I mean, she checked history. Did she check science? I don't think so. Science, she's actually decent at. But yes, so Oberod. Next run, I'm really interested in seeing Milan more, but I think I've got a handle on him. I think I understand him as a character now, and it's going to be really hard to get anywhere further with him. So I want to know if there is a chance that Lukamir can be disabled from the running. Because if he suddenly vanished, all his votes are up for grabs again, and then I can go back to Milan with a full game's run worth of stats. Maybe I'll have Grandmaster Fishing. So I'm going to put Milan on hold until I find a way to get rid of Lukamir. So next run, next either Sunday or Monday, I have to check. We're going to go in on Oberod. Now, I know some things, because I know his meeting, he wants you to have had military service, which you obviously can't have had. But I believe there's a skill check for gunnery and operations, gunnery and spaceships. If you have some level of knowledge, you get a little boost with him. So if I go for him before Lukamir gets his paws in him, and if I have that baseline, I might be able to keep him high enough that he won't outright refuse to speak to me. And then I can find out what his deal is, because I doubt he's going to start off liking us. I think he always starts off disliking us, because he is Lukamir's ally. Lukamir obviously has already been campaigning in the background. Also, the thing also is that if we got Milan, Oberod would be more likely to talk to us. That's not going to happen, though we know that now. But I'm curious if getting Oberod first changes things with Milan. Probably not. But yeah, Oberod. I want to know what's up with him, because I assume his quest is going to be military related, but I don't know because I've never spoken to him beyond the first meeting. So that's going to be a really interesting one. But I have talked for way too long today. Somehow, the internet held up when I was doing this chart shit and not when I was playing the game. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. I will be back next week, and we're going to go see what that military man has to offer.